Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Merino, but you can call me Mac Daddy. And in today's video, I'm so excited to finally share with you guys one of the most anticipated launches for my brand to date. I'm always asking you guys what you guys want to see next, and this is definitely something that you guys have been wanting for the longest time. And trust me when I say this is something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time as well. But as you guys know, when it comes to my brand and product, I really like to take my time to make sure that textures are perfect, colors are perfect, finishes are perfect, just everything in general is just exactly how I want it. And I have to say this collection couldn't be any more perfect. This is definitely something new for me and my brand. It's a new product category that I'm very excited about. And I just really wanted to make sure that we did it in a way where it just felt unique and different and just like my own perspective on this category. And I know you guys didn't think I was only gonna give you guys 2 products this spring, so prepare to fall in love with Love Sprung.
Ti ho chiamato per dirti che ti amo. Non sei romantica, ma questo è l'amore, questo è l'amore, questo è l'amore e non fa niente. È tutto blu, ci piace di più. I think I love you. È tutto blu, ci piace di più. I think I love you.
You guys, I cannot believe the time has come for me to finally share this with you guys. Blush, blush, blush. We are finally doing blush. It is finally here, and I'm so excited to finally share this with all of you guys. But before we dive into these blush palettes, I just want to give a huge shout out to my entire team. Tyler styled this shoot, killed the looks. Shout out to Brian Hearns for making some custom looks for this as well. Shout out to Edson for killing the hair. Shout out to Makeup by Gilly for killing the makeup. Just shout out to everybody involved. This is honestly my favorite part of the process, is shooting and bringing these ideas to life. And it's so crazy because it starts off with like a concept and like a meeting in our conference room talking about what we want to do. Then it moves on to like actual product piece of it. Then it moves on to like conceptualizing what does this physically look like. And I just wanted to have, you know, a little spring, fresh, floral moment, just a little floral fantasy. And this is essentially an extension of my Ethereal Bloom collection, so you guys can slay all spring long going into summer. Okay, there's literally so much that I want to share about these palettes, like literally so much. So we're just gonna go ahead and start off with the packaging, the unit carton. So there are 2 different palettes you guys can see right here. We have version 1 and version 2. I really wanted to make sure that you guys had a really good range, but also just not make it complicated for you guys. I simplified it. There's version 1 and version 2. So let's get into this packaging. I am obsessed with this beautiful peach Pantone that we chose for these palettes. As you guys can see, it says Love Sprung in the front in that beautiful Old English font. Again, an extension of Miss Ethereal Bloom in that beautiful gold writing. And in the back, obviously, everything that you guys need to know, ingredients, all that good stuff. As always, vegan, cruelty-free. All right, so I'm going to open this box and we're gonna pull out our beautiful palettes. You guys, I am so obsessed with how this looks. This is the exact same size as the Ethereal Bloom palette. We're gonna open her up and you guys can see she comes with 3 beautiful blushes. Now with this, I really wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a range, okay? I'm all about options. The 2 outer colors are a beautiful satin finish. I didn't really want to do anything too matte because I always feel like when you add color to the cheeks, especially when it comes to blush, I don't like that to look dry and unhealthy. I think a beautiful, healthy sheen is always the way to go. So these are a beautiful satin texture, but I also created a really unique bouncy formula that is this one right here in the center. And this one is literally going to give you the most beautiful glowing flush of colors. So with these palettes, you can totally use these colors by themselves, all of them individually, or you can mix them to customize the most beautiful shade. This one right here is version 1. This one's gonna be perfect for anyone from like a light to a medium, even going into like a tan complexion. We have the first shade right here, which is a beautiful soft pink named Baby Bloom. This shade right here in the middle, which is going to kick up the blush and the glow, is called Eternal Flame. And this beautiful peachy shade over here named Sunmi. Now I'm gonna take you guys through version 2. Okay, so here is version 2. Inside we have our 3 gorgeous blushes. On the left-hand side, we have a beautiful, almost like a terracotta, like a deeper peach copper moment. This is Infatuated. In the middle, we have Angel Energy, which I'm like obsessed with that name. And on the right, we have Lotus Love. I do want to let you guys know that these blushes will be available this Friday, March 26th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on artistcouture.com. And I'm super excited. Version 1 will be available in Sephora stores on April 9th. All right, so I'm gonna be playing with version 1, but I do wanna let you guys know that I did bring some gorgeous models into our studio today because I really wanted you guys to see how these colors are gonna look on different complexions. I wanted to show you guys a few different techniques with applying blush, and I just really wanna make sure that you guys feel confident in which one you wanna purchase. In my opinion, if you ask me, you need both of them, and I do wanna let you guys know that these are limited edition, so once they are gone for good. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this fluffy round brush, and I'm going to apply this shade right here, which is this like really beautiful peachy tone. This is Miss Swoon Me. I am going to have the camera come a little closer so you guys can really get into it and see what I'm talking about. So I've done my face how I normally do. I applied my bronzer. I don't have any highlight on my skin whatsoever. I'm literally just contoured. Also, I do have Ethereal Bloom on my eyes. I have Eternity and Flourish in my crease with a little bit of Goddess on the outer corner and Poppy all over my eyelid. Such a beautiful, fresh look that I just felt would look perfect with this blush. I'm gonna dip into Swoon Me with my brush. Now, a little goes a long way, and these blushes are definitely buildable. So I do want you guys to know that I advise you guys to really kind of like take your time in building the color because a little does go a long way. So for myself personally, because of the way that I contour, I do like to apply my blush on the apples of my cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and smile so I can kind of find that apple a little bit closer. And I'm primarily gonna apply this kind of like right in that center point between my bronzer and where it kind of stops. So it almost is gonna be like a transition from my bronzer into my highlights. So I'm gonna go ahead and smile, as you guys can see, and I'm just gonna start to buff this in circular motions on the apple of my cheek. And you guys can see the color looks absolutely beautiful. I'm really just kind of buffing it and working that product kind of like back towards my bronzer. And you guys can see it's a beautiful satin finish. I wanted to make sure that these blushes were not matte. I personally don't like matte blushes. I think when it comes to blush and just adding a beautiful pop of color to your cheeks, it should look healthy and fresh. So I really wanted to make sure that these had a beautiful satin finish, but I also wanted to make sure that they weren't overly glowy so that you're able to really control the look that you achieve with these blushes. So I'm going in with a different brush. This is slightly smaller than the first one that I used, and we're gonna pick up Eternal Flame. Now you guys get ready to gag. Get ready to gag because this is literally going to take this blush to the next level. I'm going to apply this almost where I would apply my highlight, which is right in here, the higher points of my cheek, but this is literally just going to add and enhance this blush. So again, I'm just gonna lightly smile. We're just gonna add it right in here, and ooh! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It literally takes your blush to the next level. I'm gonna show you guys the difference, okay? So again, this is just Swoon Me by itself without Eternal Flame on it at all. So again, you can rock it alone. And this is with layering Eternal Flame on top of it. Stick a fork in me.
And that's on blush.
And that's on blush. All right, guys, so I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna bring out my models and I'm gonna show you guys a couple of different techniques on how to apply the blush and just show you guys how gorgeous these shades really are. Say hello to Brandy. I'm so excited she's in my studio today. I'm gonna be showcasing Love Sprung Face Palette Volume 2 and showing you guys a few ways on how to step up your blush game. I'm starting off with the big, nice, fluffy brush, and I'm dipping into Infatuated. It's a beautiful terracotta shade. As you guys can see, I'm just buffing this color on the apples of her cheeks and lightly dusting it back. This is a technique that I like to use to just really allow myself to build up the color. A little goes a long way, and I just wanna make sure that it looks nice and blended. Now that she's all blushed up, you guys can see how stunning this color looks on her face. I just really love how fresh and youthful it looks. It just really brightens her up. Now I'm going in with a smaller brush and I'm picking up that Angel Energy bouncy glowy blush and I'm lightly just blending it over the apples of her cheeks as well. Just really marrying these two colors together to create a really beautiful, youthful, luminous look to her face. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a more dense angled brush and I'm picking up Lotus Love from the palette. You guys can see I'm just patting it onto the brush. I'm gonna take more of a modern, almost like an editorial approach to this blush application, and I'm going to apply this at the very, very high points of her face, staying away from the apples of the cheek. We're actually doing the exact opposite. I'm just gonna brush this into her hairline and really create almost like a more lifted look to her cheeks. Now you guys can see how amazing and incredible she looks. She's honestly giving me like Rihanna Met Gala vibes with this blush application. And now we are going to glow her up. I'm gonna go back into that Angel Energy shade in the palette with my brush. And I'm lightly just going to layer this over the high points of her cheek. So now not only is she gonna have a more of an editorial look, but she's also gonna look super glowy and fresh and just overall just so stunning. I mean, look at that smile. Say hello to the gorgeous Veronica. I'm going to be showcasing my Love Sprung Face Palette Volume 1 and show you guys how to get blushing this spring. I'm going in with a big fluffy brush and I'm picking up this gorgeous peachy tone in Swoon Me. And just like I did on Brandy, I'm just lightly buffing this color on the apples of her cheeks. She has great cheeks, so this is really, really easy to do. And you guys can see this color is very buildable. And I just really love how it just really brings out her eyes. You guys can see she is fully blushed, just looks nice and fresh and radiant and so flawless. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to glow it up. So I'm picking up Eternal Flame and just buffing this over the apples of her cheeks as well. And you guys can see a little goes a long way and it looks incredible. I mean, talk about that radiance and glow just kicking into overdrive. Here you guys can see what it looks like with just one side compared to the other. And here we are with both cheeks fully blushed and glowed. She looks absolutely stunning. Going back into the palette with that dense angled brush, I'm picking up Baby Bloom, which is a beautiful soft pink color. And again, I'm gonna apply this on the higher points of her cheeks, really haloing around her eye to really give her that nice lifted look as well. Now we're going to layer that glowy blush on top of that Baby Bloom. And you guys can see how it's gonna really take this look to the next level. I'm almost pushing this into her brow bone and the outer perimeter of her eyes to really just make this look really nice and cohesive, just really haloing the eye to create that beautiful, fresh, lifted look. And she is ready to slay the spring. Say hello to Roxy J. I'm going to start off using my Love Sprung Face palette in Volume 1. And I'm going to create a custom color, little cocktail moment straight from the palette using Baby Bloom and Eternal Flame. Just mixing the colors together and going straight onto the cheek as you guys can see. I'm using a nice big fluffy brush just to really brighten up those cheeks. And you guys can see just right off the gate, it is just so much more glowy by blending the two colors together in the palette. And you guys can see it just looks stunning on her cheeks. Just looks so fresh and so radiant. All right, now we're dipping into Love Sprung Volume 2, and I'm going back and forth between Infatuated and Angel Energy. You guys can see I'm just creating that custom color straight from the palette, and I'm going to lightly start to stipple this on the higher points of her cheeks. Again, really want to give her that nice lifted look, and I just really love how this like terracotta shade looks on her skin. Just looks so beautiful, so stunning, and just so radiant. As you guys can see, there's so much that you can do with these palettes when it comes to the look that you can achieve, the technique and the approach that you can have with the application. Overall, the possibilities are endless, but I can guarantee you, you will look fresh and flawless and absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you guys are excited for these Love Sprung face palettes. I'm so happy that they are finally launching and you guys will have them in your hands and you guys are gonna get to glow up and blush up with these palettes. I'm so excited to see you guys wear them. Make sure you guys set your alarms for this Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time so you guys can pick up your Love Sprung face palettes. I'm so happy with how these turned out. They honestly couldn't have been any more perfect, from the formula to the colors to the packaging. It is literally a dream come true to be able to create some blushes for you guys. So I just want to thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Before you go, don't be shady. Be a lady. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss a beat. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you guys are excited for these blushes. Also, let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. I plan on creating some more looks for you guys using If You're a Bloom, and now finally using my Love Sprung face palettes. But if there's anything else that I can do for you guys to show you guys these in action, any suggestions on this content that you guys want to see on my channel or on my Instagram, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in my next video. No, I will see you guys on Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on artistcouture.com. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Mwah.